color code these buggers. Or not, you don't need to. Definitely label them. R1 and R2. All right, region S is inside both curves, which is the shaded region. Let's go ahead and find that area. If we blow region S up a little bit, you'll see that it's defined by two different regions. One that's bound by the blue curve and one that's bound by the red curve. So starting here, rotating, all of this rotation is including area bound by the blue curve. Suddenly, it's bound by just the red curve, rotating all the way to here. So we need to find what is that rotation when we stop being bound by the blue curve and start being bound by red curve. When do these graphs equal each other? This was a calculator problem, so we use a calculator to find out that it's when theta is about 0.464 radians. All right, we can now set up our area. There are a couple of important observations to make here. First of all, you are allowed to do this. I'm going to let L be this value of theta. And in my written work then, instead of using 0.464, I'm just going to use L. So for the blue area, from theta equals 0 to theta equals L, the area of the blue curve, 1/2 radius squared d theta. Important observation number 2 is this upper limit. Be careful. Some people think that when we do the red curve, we're going to go from L to, some people think that that's going to be pi maybe. I don't know. You might think that it takes pi radians to do half the circle. But if you had gone to pi, the radius of the red curve is cosine of pi, which is -1. So when you're pointing to the left at pi radians over here, you move 1 unit backwards, which brings you over here. Which means by the time you do pi radians, you're all the way around. So halfway around happens when theta is pi over 2. And you can see that cosine of pi over 2 is 0. So we get back to the origin when theta is pi over 2. So this upper limit is pi over 2. And now, since this is a calculator-based problem, don't bother doing antiderivatives. Use your calculator, and we should get approximately, and that gives us about 0.240.